It can be a traumatic event for both the pet and its owner, not to mention the vet. How much easier to simply pop a bit of hair or fur in an envelope and send it off to the animal healer.
If you get home, you can have a treaty. Yeah, straight on.
Valley means the world to Marnie Hoskins.
She's like my daughter. I love her as much as I love my daughter. She's everything. She's my eyes. She's everything. She's wonderful. Good girl.
But recently Valley got sick. Very sick.
And she got the high temperature and the vomiting and the gastric. And she was getting these infections every 1 to 2 months. So it got to the stage where they were kind of saying you might have to consider retiring her early. Good girl.
So one day she sent some of Valley's hair to an address she'd been given.
I knew there had to be an answer out there somewhere.
1,000 kilometres away, Sally Evans was distressed about her horse, BJ.
He was pretty bad. Like, he had lots of problems with his stomach.
She too took some hair and sent it off. Angela Davison's desk is covered with the hair of a nation of sick animals.
I look at all the organs, I look at all the musculoskeletal system, I look at nutrition, I look at what the horse is actually doing.
She is to many the horse whisperer. To the rest of us, she's a qualified herbalist who herself is astounded by her results.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's magic. It's marvellous, yes.
So he has a herbalist, a nutritionist and a therapist. He's pretty special.
He is special, yeah. Well, he's a bit like an elite athlete, so, and the elite athletes have lots of things like that helping them, so he needs it as well.
BJ is a dressage horse and nearly at Olympic level, but that stomach ailment that the vets couldn't fix was holding him back until Angela discovered
that he was wheat intolerant. And so, like, his whole life I'd been feeding him bran or pollard or something like that, which is a pretty normal feed for most horse owners.
For the first time in his life, BJ and many other horses are well.
They essentially ended up as pet food or out in a paddock somewhere, you know, living a slow death because they weren't any good for any form of riding.
So how does she do it? Well, she says she gets an energy from the hair by simply touching, looking and smelling it. She also throws in a little esoteric work with crystals. She may diagnose kidney stones, digestive problems, liver failure, all without ever seeing a patient.
It's hard to believe, actually. I mean, you sort of, until you've actually been through it, you go, oh yeah, the first time, but after that, it does help.
Annie Creighton was a real bush cynic. So too was her son Paul.
Yep, witch doctors don't believe in it at all. Never work in a million years.
But no one could help their show jumper Kenny with his breathing problems. Until Angela got hold of his hair. Now hear them.
I don't know what she does. I don't understand it. I never believed in it. But I know it works. If Angela said the sky was falling, I would go out and get a heart at.
Where the vets failed,
Sometimes with very good horses or whatever, they just don't have the answers.
she has saved animals from being put down. There are filing cabinets full of success stories. Kate with severe burns, Shandy with that liver dysfunction that caused her hair to fall out, and Rusty's cancerous lump that somehow went away. And every now and then, a dog like Valley.
She sent a letter back that said that Valley was highly allergic to rice and pasta, and all dog foods are made on rice. In about 2 weeks, she was a lot more alert. She was running, she enjoyed working, and she was just back to the dog that she should have been.
Angela seems to have this means of getting this information from them, and it's just amazing.
She's like Dr. Doolittle.
She is.
She can communicate with them. She understands what they think.
For all those sick horses suffering silently, there is hope.
Oh, I'm a horse policeman. I don't just leave them there.
How about that bratty horse there?